in and
for
talk to you.
volunteering.
You got it started? This is our 12-minute listing presentation, so we're going to go through. So, thank you again for meeting with me and letting me come in and talk to you guys about putting your house on the market. As I told you at Zio's house the other night for the party, they're a great house, don't they? It was really cool.
Just
really
the alcohol,
alcohol is all good, absolutely. But as I said there, you know what? Give me 15 minutes. If I can't make a difference in what you want in getting your house sold, then I'll get up and walk out. No
Sounds
hard
good.
feelings, no questions asked.
Sounds fair.
So, the commitment I'll make to that also is, if I'm not the selected agent, I will help the agent that you bring in, because they'll probably do an open house and have lunch and all, and I'll be happy to come back and make sure that I tour the house and promote it then too. So, be happy to do that. So, I could go through and tell you all about the things that, the statistics and all, but really what people want to know is what we're going to do to get your house sold. That's what you're most concerned with. I can tell you again, we're the #1 real estate company in the United States. We sell more houses with Coldwell Banker than anybody else does. So, yeah, absolutely, they all say that. So, this is just an overview, and I'm going to leave this with you. This is an overview of our marketing and everything that we do that you refer back to. So you can go through and take a look at all of the things that we're going to talk about today, because it is a lot of information, but I'm going to get through in 15 minutes, so I'll leave this with you. Okay, so the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to take professional photography, because we believe that presence starts with magazine-grade professional photography. So I'm going to have a photographer come over and take shots of your house. So then what we're going to do with that photography is we're actually going to do professional brochures. This is a sample of one of the brochures that we will use, and it will market your property. The thing about this is, there's a lot of people that do brochures in their houses, but we want to make sure that it's one that people will hang on to, because this is a good quality, high gloss brochure that will be here for them to pick up when they're in. So when they go back to the office and they're trying to decide between two properties, if they pick this up versus something else that's a lesser quality, then it's going to stand out. So that's what we want to do. We're trying to make sure that your house stands out. And so then once we get that photography done, we're actually going to put together a single property website. The single property website is going to be, it will have your address in the single property website, so we can promote that single property website, Facebook pages and things like that. But it will have a tour of the home, it will have all the professional photography that we've done, the information, and my contact information, so if anybody wants to get more information, they can contact me. So, as I said, we'll be able to showcase it on Facebook. It will be boosted, so it will be put out on our Coldwell Banker Facebook page. I'll be able to share it to my page, and we're friends on Facebook, so you can share it on your page if you want. Because we don't know where that buyer's going to come from, so we want to make sure that we get all avenues taken care of that we can. So once I get all of that in, get the photos in and done, we're going to send out, in 19 years in real estate, I have a lot of contacts that are out there. So I want to send it out to all of my friends and family and the contacts that I have, because again, you never know where that next buyer is going to come from. So this is a property brochure that's going to go out to all of my sphere as soon as I get
And you'll copy me so I can forward it to my friends?
Absolutely. Have you not been getting my emails? Okay, so we'll talk about that later. So I'm sure it's my fault. I may have put in a wrong one, but usually I can go in and check. But that's okay. We'll make sure that we get that done. So the other thing that we're going to do, we have our own television show on Sunday mornings airing at 9:30. So it is for our area. Here's actually a coverage of where it is. It's for the Houston area. It's CW39. I'm sure you're familiar with CW39. Yes. So with the marketing, I'm going to do a professionally produced 30-second spot on our TV show. So our TV show is just our listings. So it's 30 minutes of Coldwell Banker listings. So yours will be aired on there. Once I get everything in, I'll know exactly when it's going to be. So you can have friends and family come over and do mimosas on Sunday morning. Well, that might not be a good thing, but it's something else that we can put out. But it will go Sunday mornings, and again, it's just us and there's no commercials to it. So it's 30 minutes full. So with that, I can take that. I send out tons of emails. So I put my properties in my email tagline, so all of the videos, so when my emails go out, they'll be able to click on and view your 30-second TV spot. Kind of cool, isn't it? Yeah, So the other thing that I'm going to do, so what does this look like?
It's the envelope.
It's the envelope, please. Actually, this is going to be a custom property brochure that's going to go out to 100 people. I'm going to send it out around this area, and then some of my sphere as well. So this is a property brochure that will let them know your house is on the market and if they have anybody.
That is super nice.
So kind of cool.
Yeah.
It also has all of our marketing that we do. So they may want to go in and look at our TV spot. They may want to look at your property brochure. So it will give them, but this will go out to 100 people in the area. I divide it up. I do probably about 80 around your house, and then I send about 20 to my sphere. So, but if you prefer me to send all 100 around here, I can do that too. But okay, so now we are going to have on the sign, you're familiar with brochure boxes, right?
Yes, I hate that.
So I can't tell you how many times
Good answer.
that I have gotten calls from neighbors that are just
They're blowing down the
livid that
street.
they're blowing into their yards and I'm littering up and they're going to file a complaint on me. So we stopped that. So we have now a mobile brochure.
Which is a lot of nerve, because you know they took the first 50 brochures that you put in there, right?
And their kids are the ones that are taking them. So, but here's the thing, it's a little bit of good for me because they stick their hand into those boxes and they're usually pretty nasty. So that makes me feel a little better that they took them. So anyway, so somebody pulls up in front of your house, I'm going to have a sign writer on there that is going to have a number that is unique to my office. So when they pull up, they'll be able to text that number, and it will, with the mobile brochure, it will geographically pick up where we are. And it will say, is this the listing you want? And when they say yes, it's going to send them a link to all of the property information.
Okay.
So the great thing about that is once it does that, it's going to send me a notice and let me know that someone wants information on your house.
Excellent.
I want to be proactive in getting your house, not reactive.
Can you
So
reach out to them when you get that notice?
it will give me all of their contact information and their phone number and all. So yes, I will be able to call them straight away. So what's even really better, I know, and some people get wigged out about it, but you know what? I mean, it's my job to sell your house, right?
Right.
And so,
Right.
so once that happens, now say I'm going to hold an open house over the weekend. All of the people that have sent me an inquiry, I can go in and send them a notice and let them know that I am going to be holding this house open over the weekend. So,
Marketing.
yeah, actually pretty cool, huh? So I'm sure you've done search out on the web, and you've
Yes.
looked at Realtor.com and
That's
other
a
ones.
frustrating site.
It is. We've tried to make it easy and better.
Oh, good.
So what we do, if you go out and look, some of the listings that are out there, this is a sample of one of the listings that's out there. And if you'll notice that it has the agent's contact information there, but if you're online, you can't, I'm sorry, it has their name there. You can't click on their name. You can't get any information. So if you're out trying to find, you have to fill out what's over here on the side. And with filling out the information over here, there's Realtor.com actually sells this information so that agents can capture zip codes, so that when these people fill out over here, it goes to maybe not the listing agent.
Right.
We don't want that to happen.
No, I don't want
So
somebody
here's an
else.
example of what ours looks like. So when you look at ours, you'll notice that you have the picture of the agent right there in the top left-hand
Yes.
corner with their contact information right there. We don't want for someone else to try to sell their listing down the street.
Okay.
So whenever someone goes in, if they don't call this number, which if they see a phone number right there, chances are good they're going to call that number.
Right.
So if they happen to fill out this information over here and send, guess where it goes?
To the agent.
To the agent.
Good.
It doesn't go to someone who is not.
Good.
Because who is best to market that property? The agent that's been here,
Right.
me. I've been in your house, I know what it is. I know if somebody says, well, I see that it's a 3-bedroom, but I need 4, I can say, wait a minute. We have to say the study is a 4th bedroom, or there's an extra bedroom upstairs that they use as a craft room. Doesn't have a closet, but
Okay.
technically it could be a 4th bedroom. Those are the questions that I can answer because I've been in your house. Instead of saying, well, I have a 4-bedroom down the road.
Now, does that have a link to the video?
It will, yes, absolutely.
And is
So
it showcased? Like,
They are. That's what the showcase is. So if you notice the difference between the two, that's what the showcase is that we have all of the information there. So we're going to take all of that as well. We're going to do a virtual tour. It's a non-branded virtual tour for the MLS. So the
Now,
MLS.
is it like an animated slideshow, or is it a real deal virtual tour?
It's an
360?
animated, it's taking the
Okay.
pictures, but this is one of those that we have to do in compliance with MLS. I can't put my brand on it, I can't put my name on it, so it's just
Okay.
basically that. And so, okay, so you've been out and you've picked up Homes and Land or real estate book that's just full of house listings,
Yeah, I put
right?
that on the bottom of my bird cage.
Yeah, that's right. So what we have found is that 86% of these, guess what happens to them? They get thrown in the garbage. So we're taking our print magazine, marketing a little step further. Are you familiar with Houstonia Magazine?
Yes, I love that.
So Houstonia Magazine is not a free. Somebody
Okay.
that's looking at this paid for it.
Okay.
So guess what happens? They read it.
Yeah.
They look through it. They take advantage of it. So,
Okay.
so what's going to happen with this is I'm actually going to do a quarter-page ad in the Houstonia magazine. So this ad is about $7,000 a page, is what it is. So I'm going to make sure that your house is in here and listed with my photo and my contact information as well.
Okay.
So again, we don't know where that buyer's coming from. So we want to make sure that we cover all avenues that
And
we
it has
can.
a huge circulation too.
Has about 77,000 in circulation, but you can also buy it at magazine stores, at, you know, in the airports and things like that. And again, these are the type of magazines that lay down on coffee tables that you see them. The great thing about it is that there's also businesses that subscribe to this.
Yeah.
So
like
for their waiting.
Chiropractor has that one.
Is that right?
Yes.
So cool. So you may see your photo, then you can steal it from their lobby because it has your, but that's okay. I'm going to give you a copy when you have your picture in.
Okay.
So.
You have to be on good relations.